Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. It is possible, yes. I had that occur previously where we couldn't go post-threshold, but it moved me along the path for one towards the only thing that could have been on that line, which is a post-threshold mutation. So I understand what you're talking about. So it is possible to do it without going post-threshold. You just have to get the result for the post-threshold. Even though you can't advance to it, it will move you along the line as if. We had that happen last time I did mutations. Took me a while to figure out just what happened, because I knew there was no way I could get the post-threshold that was the only option that could have been moving me towards. Okay, we got a nice sleep. What's next? We're finally done with computers. I need to get some tailoring so we can just get some repair work done. Beyond that, it'd be great to get some real gear on for some protection for our delicate frame. Gonna take fab and tailoring if I decide to go. Light Survivor is gonna be the only thing I can really afford. Everything else is gonna be too heavy. I'm not even sure I can afford Light Survivor. That might be too heavy as well, without us being able to bump up our strength somehow. Let's do tailoring. Let's just get the tailoring done. I really need to get that done so we can get some repair work going. Probably faster to craft my way to 3, but we'll do this anyway. Okay, one done. The sewing kits. Do I have any thread laying around? I don't remember. And a little bit. Alright, what can we fix with this? Can I fix my rucksack? 50-50 chance. I need one more level to get that done without a chance of it going poof. I'd rather not take that chance right now. Got a lot of I guess the one long rope. And long strings. Hmm. 15-minute estimate turns into 2 hours. Alright, that should be enough by far. Do 4 boonie hats. Tired again. What the hell, game? 65%. Focus has dropped a bit. Let's just do another 4. And I'll finish off crafting 4. Crafting 4. Look at that. Oh, alright. Now, let's try to repair. I still might break it. Go ahead. What the heck? Even up on the tack vest. Need leather for the tool belts. Don't have that. And no problem there. Alright, so we need one more level and some leather to do any other repairs. Conversely, we got to tailoring 4. I could craft a hiking backpack, which has been my go-to recently, if I do come across a whole crap load of leather. I guess I have been saving a few. Let's chop up some leather bits. Let's see. $42. I think I need 36 to make the hiking backpack. 37 out of 42. Problem gonna be, watch what happens. I'm gonna fail, and I'm gonna not have enough leather to finish the backpack, which I think is really annoying. How do you haul items like that? Yeah, it's just the / key. So step onto the item, hit the / key, and you'll get a message over here. Usually, you start hauling items on the ground. You haul faster if you don't have anything in your hands. So if you can afford it, empty your hands, and then just move whenever you're done moving. Hit the key again to stop hauling. By far the best way to maneuver items around certain environments. I think I have a quick tip on my YouTube channel for hauling when they added that in. Can't remember. Too many videos. Get a fire going. Let's do some deluxe scrambled eggs. Yummy, yummy. Wait, nope, that uses my spam and chicken. Calories 94 to 549. I assume depending on what I use, like powdered eggs versus chicken. Let's not confuse that. Let's just go ahead and get my pine nuts done. Oh, god damn it, I hate that. Oh, that is so annoying. I hate that so much. My entire batch of pine nuts is being held hostage because I failed a couple. So now I've got all my pine nuts tied up in this partial crafting, and I can't finish it without going out and getting more pine nuts. I don't remember, I had like 22, I think, so I don't think 2 is enough to continue the crafting. Nope. So my entire food supply is now tied up in this partial success crafting. I forgot. I should have only done like 10 to account for the destroyed ones. It's such. That's one of the really goofy things with that whole process. It's kind of like having partially brewed water, partially boiled water. When it finishes, you can carry it around with you and then finish it later. There's some pretty funny things that can happen there. But now my nice pine nut supply is all tied up. I can't eat a single cooked pine nut because of the failure we just did. Annoying. I can make 2 more, but I can't finish the one because I don't have enough. Now I have cooking 2. I probably won't fail it now. Alright, well, that's going to have to be enough of that for the moment. That requires going outside, trekking to the nearest forest, or the nearest woods, or a house that has a couple of pine trees next to it. Just effort. Time and effort. Yeah. More tailoring. Ideally, I need to push tailoring to like 6 and fab to either 6 or 7. I forget which. In order to get the light survivor gear possibility. But I haven't accumulated any Kevlar plates. Did I mark that short fire truck? Didn't we find a short fire truck? I don't see one marked on my map. Why did I not mark the short fire truck? Was it not around here? Was it somewhere else when we were running around? don't think so. Hmm. Go take another nap. I'm gonna wake up about dawn. Maybe I'll go out and try to source a couple of quick pine nuts. We can just run north real quick to the, we don't have any houses nearby with a pine tree adjacent. We can grab some from the small wooded trail. Actually, it's going to be daytime. That's going to be harder to do at the daytime. Maybe we won't. 6:30, 7 o'clock. Health value 10. We're maintaining our health stat because I'm not eating the bad stuff, basically. Let's pop open a can of chicken. And instead of drinking that, let's go ahead and fire up some pine needle tea. Get ourselves a little bit more health stat. I think it's just more crafting and more fab. Then I can figure out what I'm missing to get the better gear put together. I gotta stop the constant bleed and the chance of taking damage from these low-level zombies. My fear is just spending too much time down here in the basement, and evolution is progressing. We've already got necromancers and other upgraded zombies out and about. So spending a week or two down here is hazardous to my health. I gotta weigh the benefits of the increased gear versus the negatives of more evolution for the zombies. You've still got what? I'm gonna run out of food again here pretty quick, especially with my pine nut supply being gonzo. We need 3 levels of fab at least, and 2 more levels of tailoring. That's going to be at least 3 days. I don't have 3 days of food down here. Not without losing a lot of weight. We haven't started to get the message about our stomach is so empty, so we haven't passed the 80% of our starting calories yet. So we got some room. Alright. Set. Yeah, let's just get this done. Let's get Taylor. Let's get her done. I talked earlier about the asthma and how asthmatic is like free points. We're 10 days in and we're only at 72 charges, or we're only down to 72 charges in our inhaler. So given that pace, we're a little over a quarter of the way through, meaning 40 days before the inhaler runs out, if we keep up the same pace. So if you can't find another inhaler in 40 days of gameplay, you're either very, very new at the game, or you're very unlucky about the item drop rates, because inhalers aren't that hard to find. Especially if you hit any. I think pharmacies have them in stacks now. Alright, so tailoring 5 is done. We can get to 6 before we can go to sleep again, so we'll have tailoring high enough. Very hungry again. Have a choco bar, and let's cook up some beans this time. Not my problem if you accidentally drop your inhaler. Not like you can't go grab an oxygen tank from Many sources. Oxygen tank will also take care of the problem. Kind of like taking nearsighted and then dropping your glasses somewhere. That's also a really bad idea. But it's also basically free points, given how easy it is to get a hold of glasses. That's true about lots of stuff in the character building system, though. There's tons and tons of ways you can, with knowledge of the gameplay, that the negative chances are fairly irrelevant. Just part of learning the game and the huge variety that's offered. Alright, so we got tailoring to 6 finally. Yay! Now we just need a whole bunch of fab. Finish our beans, have some more water. Take another nap. I don't think I've played with Def recently. Sound definitely has its advantages. If you do a lot of close maneuvering in cities, like I tend to do, sound is really, really valuable in those circumstances when you don't have a large night vision radius. And Def breaks all NPC interactions. Well, yeah, none of them know sign language. That's why. Alright, let's pop open another canned chicken. Just have 400 calories to take the edge off. Hit the fab book next. 28 minutes, 28 minutes. Doesn't really matter then. Imagine Chad's pretty hungry. Good thing I have NPC needs turned off, although they still act kind of bizarrely a lot of times if they're not supposedly having needs. So what's going to happen here is we're going to get to 6/6 fab tailoring. I'm going to try to make light survivor gear, light survivor suit, and it's going to tell me I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff because I haven't really spent the time that I normally do picking up certain pieces here and there. Most, consequentially, is going to be the lack of Kevlar. Fab 5. Light survivor. Yeah, we don't have the suit yet, so. Kevlar plates, Kevlar plates. Oh, fire gauntlets! I should have picked up those fire gauntlets we saw on that firefighter zombie. I think I remember roughly where that was at. We might go back for that. Oh, we almost got a full moon too. We're gonna have a huge night vision bonus for the full moon coming up. That's right. Day 75 is the full moon, so we're only a couple of days off the full moon bonus. 120. Maybe I should run out now. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I can make any of these. For some reason I saw fire gauntlets and forgot or assumed the rest of these were somewhat hard to find, but nah, these are all easy. That's not the one I usually have problems with. We've got tack gloves. So the gloves are no problem. The boots just need Kevlar plates. We have not been able to find much in the way of Kevlar other than the vest I'm not currently wearing. I took that apart for an okay amount, and there might be some Kevlar, dirty Kevlar I can clean up from security guards and soldiers in the barracks. I just didn't pick them up at the time. Kevlar vest, I think, is going to meet the requirement for the suit. I'll have to double check before I chop it up. We need one more level. I'm just debating, do I... Yeah, let's not go out yet. Let's finish reading. Let's get this done. We'll still have several days worth of full moon that we can take advantage of. So, all right, where are we at here? 28 minutes, still the best. 28, 28. Yep, 28 minutes still. Anytime now, we're going to start getting, your stomach feels so empty. Just getting the suit, the boots, and the gloves will be hugely beneficial. Down to 66, 65. It's going fast now. Alright, we can no longer learn from that book. Light Survivor. There we go. We got the full list now. 6-6. So there's the big one, and the Kevlar vest will fully meet the requirement there, so that's awesome, because that's a huge percentage of the Kevlar, the loose Kevlar plates you need. All I need is a raincoat, really, which I forgot to pick one up. We probably passed a million of them, and I just spaced grabbing one. Obviously, rags and thread are no problem. We've got the soldering iron for the assembly, so find raincoat, clean if necessary, and we can have the survivor suit. Then we already saw the gloves we can do. We just need light gloves, which I can craft, or liners. So that's easy. We can get that one done in addition. I got plenty of duct tape, which is the only other thing. The boots, I need 4 Kevlar plates, so I'm going to need that. I've got boots. I think, did I pick up the combat boots? I got I got 6 combat boots. We can get Kevlar and leather out of the combat boots. We're good. We're golden. No problem. We're going to be in a light survivor suit. That's going to help tremendously. It's not going to make us immune to damage, but it's gonna take a huge portion of the damage off of us, so that's going to help a lot. Alright, so let's see. There's probably a raincoat sitting in the basement upstairs with the dozen zombies I've killed up there, but there's going to be one in the streets somewhere here pretty close. I just might have to clean it up. So, let's go ahead and pop open one of the cans of... Yeah, let's do this one. Want some chili con carne. Drink the last of our available water. Some more water. Actually, we'll finish off the pine needle tea first. That's healthy for you. Good enough. Alright, 10:49, so it's light. Let's do this. First off, let's grab all these combat boots that I grabbed for this exact reason. All combat boots. Butcher them all. I probably should have left one. I think I just screwed up. I think the boots... Nah, we should be fine. Yeah, we can do the survivor boots. Oh, I still have... I'm wearing combat boots, that's right, so... and it's no problem to get one of the other ones if I need it anyway. Alright, so we're good there. So we got the boots covered, we got the gloves covered, or we will... light gloves. The boots are covered, gloves are covered, suit, we just need to go get the raincoat. Might have enough plastic to make one. Yeah, I got enough plastic to make one. Or we got enough bags to make one. We'll just do that. Simple. See how easy this game is? This game is super easy. Alright, and there we go. There we go. Look at that. Boots, gloves. Oh, I didn't account for the helmet. I gotta account for the helmet still. I actually prefer to do a bigger helmet. The heavier the normal one, because head encumbrance doesn't mean anything. But the weight is going to be a factor. So I'm going to do that last. Get the rest of this made, see if we level up one more, and if we have an option for a larger helmet and what my weight status is looking like. So we're tired now. Let's see. 2 hours for the boots, gloves, 3 hours. Give me the boots. Gloves. Take them out of the tactical gloves on. And hood is 610. I need the suit. Finish it before we go dead tired. Rather not slip into dead tired. Although I'm really screwing up my day-night cycle. Hey, tailoring 7. Perfect. Alright, there's the boots, the gloves, and the suit. And we got to tailoring 7. Oops. So we do have access to the heavy helmet. Almost 4 pounds. And I'd have to get the soldering iron recharged and then get one of these helmets. Or 8 plastic chunks. Plastic chunks shouldn't be a problem. It's just a matter of what's my final weight going to be. Like I said, I much prefer the heavy survivor helmet because it's encumbering, but that doesn't mean anything. Head encumbrance has no effect. As long as it doesn't have eye and mouth encumbrance, there's no game effect for head encumbrance. And you get a much higher grade of protection. So I'd rather do that, but 4 pounds versus if I just go with a hood for a massive cut in the protection value, I'd save about 3 pounds. And then the standard survivor helmets is 3 pounds as well. So yeah, I definitely would go with the heavy survivor helmet for the 2430 versus the 1015 for just half a pound of weight. All right, but like I said, I want to make sure I've got the weight capacity before I make it. Just to double check. I'm really concerned about the bad back, low strength, and not being able to wear this gear we just made. Gonna suck. Let's pop open some spam. All right, where'd the spam go? Oh, I ate the spam? Did I eat all the spam? What happened there? I think I read about this where when you're opening canned goods, it's automatically using them. Oh, no, there's the other spam. Heck. Can't stash it while it's not empty. Well, wield it then. Wield the spam. What the hell? There we go. It's strange. I'm not sure what was happening there exactly. Alright, we've got to go to sleep. Then I'll sort the gear out. My day-night cycle is going to be all screwed up for what I wanted to do. But just getting, if we can manage it, getting some decent gear on us so we're not getting nickel and dimed by all these low-level zombies will be hugely beneficial. Light Survivor is not quite enough to render you immune to their damage, though. So, ideally, if I can get the Light Survivor gear on, have my basic weapons, and squeeze in the Firefighter flame-resistant gear, we'll be pretty close to immune for the low-level zombies. But I think I'm gonna, like I said, run into some serious problems with weight. So, let's find out. Come here, you. Except for you. You can go away. Alright, let's ditch the pants, the helmet, and the fencing jackets. Oh yeah. Sexy. Driver suit, gloves, boots. Where are we at? 44 out of 58 so far. So we're going to add another 3.5, almost 4 pounds. It's going to take us to about 49. So that's 10 left over, and I've still got all the rest of my gear in hand, which is about where we were before, I think. So I think we did an even swap weight-wise, which is great. It doesn't account for a second layer of protection, though. Because like I said, the Survivor suit's only 6'10". You need 12'12". which is far beyond what the survivor suit's going to provide for me to make yourself immune to the low-level zombies. I can pick up 2 to 3 more points if I slap on flame-resistant gear, suit, gloves, boots, and so on. It's going to add more weight, cut down our margin even further. And it still won't quite get us to immune, but then when we get hit, we'll get hit for like 1 point of damage, not 7 or 8 points of damage. And I do want to swap out my rucksack for the hiking backpack too. So let's do that as well. Get the hiking backpack done. String, please. Yeah, 1 is still a lot. Not disputing that point. But it gives me a little bit more margin for surprises, like when I try to drag a crate and end up in a small room with 3 zombies. Alright, wear the backpack. And dump the rucksack. And where are we at? 47.5. Okay. And can the hiking backpack hold the katana? Oh, it can! Look at that. Cool. Alright, so I got my hiking backpack with the katana stashed. That is perfect. Still got the weight, but it gets it out of my carry inventory. So volume is no longer the issue. We're volume solved. Now it's all down to weight. Weight capacity. We're still running around with a tool belt with the 4 tools. How much does that thing weigh? 8 pounds. Ooh. 8 pounds, 1.75. Now that we're not volume limited, did I actually... I didn't bring that toolbox back. I can't remember how much a toolbox weighs. It's probably something close to that. Let's see. But we need to get headgear. Let's get the head thing done, so... Helmet. What am I missing? The heavy survivor helmet. So reload my soldering iron, and I've got to find or get 8 plastic chunks. Plastic chunks are going to be... no. Here. Plastic. What can we take apart? A lot of plastic bottles. Nine plastic chunks. Good enough. And then, come here, soldering iron. Oh, already had one. Alright, heavy survivor helmet. You're heavy? We're gonna do it anyway. And yep, use the army helmet that I'm not going to use anymore. So I had just enough stuff gathered up. That makes me very happy. I was afraid I had slipped. Normally I'm pretty good about grabbing the weird gear that I need to get this stuff built fairly quickly. Alright, our brain case is pretty well damn protected. Our 16 hit point noggin has now got some uber protection compared to the rest of our gear. 2430. That'll block all of the incidental damage. Now the problem is just going to be the face. That's the issue there, is the getting poked in the eyes and getting smacked in the mouth without the mask. So we're still short 1 main piece. And I think I'm missing a few things for this one. I usually do go light. I got 1 of 2 pairs of safety glasses currently. Make 1. There we go. Light survivor mask. Again, it's only going to be 5/8, but when I get poked in the eyes or smacked in the mouth, that'll at least absorb a more substantial amount. I don't usually like to make the full mask because the encumbrance on the mouth slows me down. We're adding another pound and a half. And I don't think 1 extra point of protection is worth the additional encumbrance. So we're going to go with the light. There we go. Do I have... I'm not sure I have the charges I need to reload this thing. Oh, I did. Cool. Even better. Alright, it is activated and ready to use. There we go. That looks awful familiar. Hey, let me get my gun out. This is how my character looks like, what, 8 out of 10 times? Something like that. The only thing we're missing now for my normal setup would be, I usually prefer the Survivor tool belts. Or the gunsmith or firearm repair kit that I just carry around. Or the, and the firefighter gear, the flame-resistant gear. You sure do use guns a lot? The funny thing is, the regulars will tell you that is absolutely not true. Not even remotely. I've only actually used guns a lot in the last, I don't know, month or so. And that's mostly because ammo is just flowing from the sky with the turret changes. I normally don't use guns very much. Sometimes I have to. I have no choice with this kind of a character. It just makes too much sense to make sure to use guns when you've got this low hit point pool with no martial arts, no fancy melee weapon skills or anything like that. So we're looking pretty good now. We've got a Scar H. We've actually got a better weapon than the Scar, by the way, if folks haven't seen our pile here. We've actually got a Rivtech assault rifle, and we've got ammo for it as well. So we could be rolling around with the Rivtech RM51 assault rifle. I just choose to use these others. Frady, you're back again gifting out subs. Well, thank you very much. There you go. Frady is a gifting dervish. But yeah, so we've got some other higher end weapons. It's just the ammo amounts that I've got for the 308s and the 5.56. I'm relying on those and saving the RMs for a little bit later. The only thing I don't have is a high-end long gun. I don't have a good, strong, ammoed up sniper rifle yet. We haven't been lucky with that. We got shotguns early. Then we got the M4 finally, after much searching, which solved our ammo problem with the 223-556 cross compatibility. And then on the very last barracks we had access to, we got the RM51 assault rifle and picked up some ammo for it. So yeah, we're doing pretty good on that side, but no long gun yet still. Alright, so, like I said, this is going to help tremendously, though. What do we need for the Survivor belt? Just because I always look for it. I don't have the wood saw here. I never picked up the wood saw. Teeth, no problem. Leather pouches, not much of a problem. I'll keep an eye out. Hopefully we don't get our belt destroyed when I'm not looking and all my tools fall to the ground and I walk off. Actually, I have enough leather now. I can fix that thing, can't I? We've got what I needed. Yep, cool. Alright, do I want to reinforce anything? First, let's get some clean water brewed up again. Did I say I could make pizza? Veggie pizza? The hell am I making veggie pizza out of? Oh, I've got onions and tomatoes. Yeah, let's have a veggie pizza. Oh, 2 out of 3. Ooh, wait. Oh, let's not. Let's hold off on the veggie pizza until I level up again. Broth is my only option. That's going to use the same things. Probably better just to read my way to 3. Are we part way through? Yeah, we're a third of the way into cooking 2. Alright, I'll think about it. So 8 a.m., sun's up, bad guys are out and about. We got our gear swapped out very effectively. Super happy we were able to do all that with the gear that we had laying around. That was a huge upgrade, and we didn't land too far off of our previous weight. We only had, I think, 48 available previously, so considering the upgrades we accomplished, just losing a few pounds is pretty good. I need to reload the scar. Do I still have more of that? Apparently I do. Alright, so the scar is reloaded. We got the scar for our range damage. We got the katana for up close work. I had to drop that baseball bat and leave it behind back when we almost got killed. We've got lockpicks. I still have no way to pry, which is hilarious. That is so hilarious. Can I make a crowbar? Nope. Gotta go through the damn whole metalworking process to get myself a crowbar. Do I need the combat knife? I do. I need the combat knife. I like having a variety of options. What I actually need is I need to add a blunt, which is why I had the bat. We've got the gun, of course, but for melee, I prefer to have multiple options. The combat knife is for fast, stabby. That's got piercing damage against certain enemies. I like to use the combat knife against. It's very fast to swing and has piercing damage against some lightly armored enemies. The katana, of course, just cuts things up, but anything with high cut resistance, the katana is not going to be as effective with. So I like to have one of each when I can manage it. I like to have cut, bash, and pierce. No, I haven't started on the bird mutations yet. I can't. The game won't give me any of the tools. We have 0 out of 4 of the crafting tools necessary. So we're kind of stymied on progressing the bird mutations. We found a bunch of mutagens and serums for other classes or other lines, but they haven't given me any bird serum or bird mutagen. We've gotten spider, lizard, insect, 2 feline, a cattle, and a beast. And I'm scared to take any of them without robust genetics and make my already difficult character even more difficult. Oh yeah, the Halligan bar is super heavy. I realize. Be a unique bird? Yeah, we would be eventually a unique bird. That would be the other thing I would be worried about, is if I take too many of these other ones, then I'm going to have to manage to overcome whatever line they put me towards to make sure I stay on the bird side. So I'm hoping not to do that. Feline is carnivore, isn't it? Anything with carnivore scares me. If it's got carnivore in it, I'm really not interested in even making the attempt. Feline has carnivore. So, no kitty cats. Carnivore would really screw me. I really don't want to deal with carnivore. I do have a purifier or 2, so I mean, we could do some experimenting. I've got some room to do that, but what do I have for purifier? I forget. We've got 2 full serums and 1 low level, so that's a pretty good amount of mutation stuff. I might be convinced to take 1 or 2 of these, knowing that I can purify my way back again. Yeah, let's do it. Let's have some fun. What do you think? What do you think? Which ones? Let's say... Well, it's going to depend on how many mutations I get. That's random. Could be 2, could be 5 per serum. Plus I have that, we have a tank of mutagen. I only brought 15 doses up, but we've got more. Everybody wants me to be a catbird. Catbird. Well, it seems to be pretty overwhelming that people want to see feline, so we'll do one feline, and I want to mix it up a bit. Well, we'll take a feline and we'll see what happens first. Am I tired? I'm not tired currently. 8 o'clock. I can't remember. Did I just wake up? I've lost track again. I don't take this stuff until I'm about to go to sleep, so we'll table this conversation for the moment. You guys think about what you want to see me take, but I'm not going to take it until I go to sleep. I always do it right before sleepy time. That way I can sleep off the negative effects. Oh, it's low for a reason, Freedy. The whole run has been in that. That's my max hit points. We're a 7 strength, fragile, glass-jawed goof. And it's going to get worse when we start taking things. We've survived 13 days with 16 hit points. 1 cattle, 1 feline. That's kind of the way I'm leading. I'm leading to the cattle feline. So feline for sure, and I think cattle's will probably be the other one that I do. Will be a gigantor carnivore bird cat. That's what we're gonna be. A gigantic carnivore bird cat. Yeah, so far we've had 2 super close escapes this evening, and we had 1 on Monday. This particular challenge has been chock full of, oh my god, I think I might die, and then we amazingly got out of it type of situations. I might have to put together just a super escape highlight reel from just this one challenge. Alright, but we're not going to do it right now, like I said. Have to wait till we're about to go to sleep. So what are we going to do in the meantime? We have a full moon. We're on day 74. Day 75 is the full moon. It's only 8 a.m. now. I'd have to read for like 13 hours before we get the night bonus. I might get tired again. I think I'm okay with that, though. We're about to run out of food. I got 1 more tin of Spam and our jar of ghee. That's a pretty good amount of calories, so that's probably a couple of days worth of ghee. So we probably have about 2 more days of food. Then we're flat out. I don't like being that low on my food. So, let's see. Fab and tailoring is now about as high as I need it to be. First aid is only secondarily useful beyond this point. Because we're usually going to heal up to full. As long as I stay alive, we're usually going to heal up to full anyway. I think the next one... don't have a lot of use for mechanics directly. What would be the next one? Cutting weapons to 4 so I can get some better use out of the katana? Pretty quick to train. I'm not going to worry about spellcraft because we're about stymied on spell stuff. Yeah, it's either cooking for the long-term benefit of getting ready for the prep or the mutation stuff, but we're completely roadblocked without the tools. I'm going to do cutting weapons. Let's do cutting weapons, get the katana out, and we'll see if we can manage to fight a few zombies without taking too much damage. This one will train fairly quickly compared to the others. We might be able to get all of it done before we need to sleep. Oh, we're tired. Alright, stop reading. Alright, now, we're going to sleep now, because it's 11 o'clock. I'll sleep, and we'll wake up right as the moon sun goes down. The moon starts coming up, and we'll have a full moon advantage as long as it's not rainy. Okay, so the consensus I believe was 1 feline, 1 cattle, and then purify. So cattle and a feline. Serums, so the high power stuff, might get 1 mutation, might get 5. And we'll take the serums, although I'll probably have to wait a night. I don't think I want to take 4 serums in one evening. Okay, we're very hungry as well. Let's Yeesh. We're going to get more hunger, we're going to get thirst, and we're going to get pain when we do this. I guess we'll do it out here next to my water supply, because I'm going to get super thirsty when we chug these. Let's get the ghee out. Come here, ghee. It's not grabbing it. Alright. This is gonna be so bad. It's gonna go from already bad to just horrendously worse. All because of you people. Just wanting to see me crash and burn. Bunch of rubberneckers waiting for a road wreck to watch. Birdcat, be the griffin. Yeah, pretty close. Pretty good, pretty good. We'll see if we get powerful enough to qualify for the griffin status. Alright, here goes. Let's do the cat first. A 1 and 2. Take off the clothes first. Maybe for the cattle one, not for the cat one. That one's not going to change my size. And I don't think it's likely I'm going to change enough to burst out of my clothing in a single serum. It could happen if it really stacked on that one particular line. Alright, I'm paranoid enough. It's probably a good strategy. I've told enough people that they really should do it that I should probably follow. Everything off. Let's make it easy. Just us and our gun. Oops, I need a syringe. I forgot about that. I gotta wear something. I gotta have some kind of carry capacity. Come here. Let's see. Wear an army jacket. Alright, give me my syringe. Give me my serums and my purifiers. Alright, here we go. Cat first. A 1 and a 2 and a 3. Ah, we're ugly. We got fangs. Well, that's not too exciting. We got ugly, we got a snout, and we got fangs. The snout's not enough to cause any problems, but it's the precursor to other things, and it could make it so we can't wear my mask, which would be bad. So, currently that's no effect except for gaining fangs, which really doesn't help me any, because I'm not often going to not be wearing a mask, which means I won't get the fangs benefit. So I can get extra attacks out of it if I don't have my mask on, but then I'm running the risk of getting smacked in the eyes or the mouth and insta-killed if something big enough hits me there. Alright, Cattle's up next. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bunch of green and red. We lost lesser mana regen. That turned into poor. We gained thick-skinned, and then our lesser mana sensitivity turned into regular sensitivity. So we lost a bit of regen ability, and we gained overall mana points in our pool. And we got thick-skinned, which is going to give us a little bit of armor protection. What is it, like 1 or 2 points? Skin is tough. Cutting damage, slightly reduced for you. Slightly decreases wet penalties. I forget the exact number. I want to say it's 2 points of cut armor, essentially. So we gained a little bit of cut protection, which is, I'd rather have bash protection, but it's alright. It's not terrible. So we didn't get screwed. We didn't get screwed by anything. Alright, well that's it for now. That's 2 serums. So this one we got 3 out of. This one it says ×2 here. I think it downgraded to neutral and then it downgraded to poor. So I think that's 2, 3, 4 essentially total shifts. Nah, that's it for one evening. We're at 46 pain. We're thirsty, and I don't want to get addicted when I can't make the stuff. That would be a horrible, horrible thing. Oops. Let's go put our stuff back on. Alright, my strength is down, so my carry capacity is down, so we're overweight. That's not a problem. We're blind. Take off the mask. We're still blind. Take off the light amp goggles. Alright, time to take a nap. Hey, Chad! Scoot over, man. Stop hogging. Yeah, I don't like taking more than 2 serums at a time. And then I like a day or 2 to pass before I take more. If I can manufacture it in bulk, I don't really care. And I'm doing a heavy mutation run. But I gotta be a little careful with this current character and the way it's going. Yeah, I got the earplugs in. I left them in on purpose so I wouldn't get interrupted while we slept. 8:30, 9 o'clock. Perfect. Current health is -2. So yeah, serums are bad for your health stat. We went from 10 to -2. That's fine. It's gonna... Anything from -10 to +10 is fairly irrelevant. That's kind of your default status. Alright. Back to being very hungry, very thirsty. More ghee and some more water. Alright, so day 74, we've got essentially a full moon. And if it's not cloudy, rainy, or otherwise overcast, we'll get a massive, massive vision bonus. That'll let us pretty much roam around at will without the night vision goggles being necessary, at least while we're outside. I might use that to do a quick run through town. Well, actually, what do I need now? Originally, I was thinking of running through town to get the short fire truck located, but... I got everything crafted that I needed to craft. Do we make a run down to the big city? I could try to make a run down to the big city just to get into the library here. Come down to like this road, check the hunting store real quick, roll down the road, hit the library just so I can get SICP so we can max out our computer skill. Yeah, I finally made it up into, for people that watched the previous couple of streams of this, I finally made it up into the top of this radio tower, and it had exactly what I was hoping for, that I was hoping for when we first encountered it, which was the telescope and the road map. And what I discovered was that the mega city is everywhere I had not been. Literally. Every direction was a mega city section right at the edge of where I had explored previously. So... for anybody that's just joined in, we actually started on the island here in the middle of the big-ass lake. And this is a 16:2 map. 16 city size, 2 spacing. Should be just a giant city, essentially. We first came out this way, saw nothing. What I didn't know is just on the other side of the forest, city, 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 mega city. Super big mega city. Super big mega city. Later, we went down south, saw nothing, saw nothing, saw nothing, found this little tiny town of Glastonbury that we've been spending our time. Then I rolled east. We got to this evac shelter, and I stopped, saying, that's far enough. I'm not going to go any further to try to find the city. And if I had gone, like, one more block, cities, city, 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 big mega city. So we hit that laboratory, then we came back, still not knowing where a city was. Then we kind of rolled south a bit, and I just rolled right up to here, and then this way, not seeing and not noticing, mega city. We rolled to the west, and I got up on top of this silo and saw this, and just big open spaces and a whole bunch of nothing, and then decided to stop again, not knowing that if I had just gone across the bridge, mega city. So, like I said, every single direction was mega city, except for the directions I picked, apparently. So, there you go. That's what happened. Okay, so, we're done with that. Probably not going to do CBMs. I'm just going to get rid of these messages. I can't afford to do CBMs on this run. I think I killed that turret as well. I don't really need an auto dock if I'm not going to do CBMs, and I don't really care about the containment, except for a small chance of a couple of scientists and some minor meds. We hit the barracks there, and we did all this stuff. Subway we already know about. Auto dock I don't need. Yeah. And 300 units of bleach. So the big problem right now is research facility is kind of what I need. Or to find other standard labs, which is going to take a lot of travel, which is hard to do when you can't drive vehicles. We hacked the lab computer here, and it did not have any branches heading south, so I don't know that there might be a laboratory under the city here. What was there? I forget. Yeah, it didn't go south. So, yeah, where do we go? I've hit all the major buildings up here. There's nothing left for me to loot specialty. We know where there's a bunch of welding gear, but I don't really need it now. So yeah, do I use the moonlight to roll south? I also have to start thinking about when do I just leave all this crap behind and just start traveling the world. Do I try to put together something like a folding cart, drag around with me? Uh-oh. Stream go boom.